Hi, this is Dr. Will Lane with Life Use. I'm going to talk to you today about fast food options for life users. Now, I know in this kind of fast-paced schedule that we're living with multiple demands of families, sometimes it's really convenient and easy to stop by fast food. But I want you to be well armed with some of the principles we're teaching you so you can make good choices as to what you're going to feed yourself and your family. So fast food, cheap and quick, but can put your body in debt. Another little saying that I like to remember is traditional choices like burgers, fries, soda, and pies may be light in the wallet but heavy on the thighs. What this really is trying to say is when you look at the cost of the food that you're going to eat, don't just think about what it costs at the cash register. Think about what it's going to cost you later that day and the effects it's going to have on your health later on. It's amazing that obesity, which is really an epidemic in our country, has an estimated additional medical cost of $1,500 to $2,800 per year. And then when you eat something really high in fat, often you get really sluggish afterward, or sometimes your stomach gets upset. And when you eat things high in sugar, those fluctuating sugar levels can really drain you of energy 30 minutes to an hour later. And not to mention, if you consistently eat a diet of fast food, you're not getting the nutrients, antioxidants your body needs, so your chances of getting sick, having aches and pains in your body are much higher. So when we think about fast food, we always think about that drive-through. But I have a good friend, a registered nurse who's a health coach, who states nothing is faster than a banana. Really is true. Fresh fruit, great fast food, nuts, even a simple can of tuna. I really like the flavored tuna right now that they have out. It can be something really quick with some protein and omega-3. Even a scoop of natural peanut butter is really quick. So there are lots of fast food options that are actually quite healthy. So what I want to do is make sure you have some lessons so that you can keep the fast food from draining your health. So remember how food affects inflammation. And so we want to really keep your omega-3 levels high, but just as importantly, we want to keep your omega-6 levels low. And omega-6 is something that you'll often get in foods that have vegetable oil in them or fried. Follow that glycemic index. Know how foods are going to affect your sugar, because that can lead to depleting your energy and weight gain later on. Always try to add antioxidants to your meal. That's just a great way of keeping your health. Don't stress or feel guilty. So you have the tools to make good choices almost anywhere that you eat. And the great thing is right now, most fast food restaurants are offering some healthy options. It's also very important to eat your meal with gratitude, not to feel guilty. So as I'll mention later on, if this is your sort of treat meal, this is a time that you want to go to a quicker dining establishment to get that fast food, but it's going to allow you less time to do dishes, no time to preparation. Use that time that you're saving to spend talking with family, connecting with people, and eat that meal with gratitude, and you actually digest it much better and enjoy it much better. So size matters. If you're going to go through a hamburger establishment, a quarter-pound hamburger or cheeseburger is about 520 calories, 26 grams of fat, and over 1,100 grams of sodium. But if you just get the regular hamburger, a lot smaller, has less than half the calories at 250, only 9 grams of fat, and sodium only 490. So I know a lot of parents are taking their kids into fast food, which is a whole other issue, but then they're getting food at the same time. Well, you don't have to get the biggest hamburger around. They even make a half-pound or three-quarter-pound burgers right now. So get the smaller one. Large fries, again, 500 calories, 25 grams of fat, but a small fry, less than half the calories, only 230 and only 11 grams of fat, much less sodium. So we got used to, in our country, supersizing, always going for that larger amount, thinking that, well, it's a better cost advantage, but it's actually not. Although the cost per unit may be less, the cost on your health is a lot more. Best two-legged options. So we always say eat meat with less legs. So chicken would seem to be a better choice than perhaps red meat. Well, the crispy chicken sandwich, which is something that's usually fried, is going to have 620 calories, 29 grams of fat, and 1,200 grams of sodium. This is even worse than a large cheeseburger. So something fried is not always going to be a better option. And remember, when it's fried, it's going to have more omega-6 in it, which is going to lead to inflammation. But let's step back and let's maybe do the grilled chicken sandwich that's usually available at these places. And it's, again, a lot less calories, only 350, only 9 grams of fat. Still has a lot of sodium, 820, but certainly better than the 1,200 in a fried chicken sandwich. That's a big improvement and a good choice for a life user. What about no leg options? Well, a lot of the fast food restaurants don't have a grilled fish, and I wish they did, or a baked fish, but instead what they have is a fried fish. Less calories at 380, but still has a decent amount of fat at 18 grams, and sodium still pretty high at 610. So in this case, I actually think the grilled chicken may be a better choice, although you will get some omega-3 in this fried fish sandwich. You are going to be getting some omega-6 in the fried oil that it's made with. So remember, if it's fried in oil, your body could spoil. Again, trying to avoid those foods that are fried, French fries, fried chicken, fried fish, because they'll increase your omega-6 and lead to inflammation. So let's add something to keep our innards from turning brown. So we've talked about how important antioxidants are, and your body needs those to prevent oxidative stress. I love that most of these fast food places are now having fruit. So apple slices, when you can get apple slices in a bag, only 15 calories, no fat, no sodium, only 3 grams of sugar. Health, priceless. I mean, this is just a great choice. So instead of French fries, getting this is a huge investment in your health, and it actually tastes really good. Let's look at another option. Some people may think, well, I'll get the fruit and yogurt parfait. Calories 150, fat 2 grams. So far not sounding too bad. Sodium 70 grams. We'll look at the sugar, 23 grams, and that's probably because the yogurt they're using is a sweetened yogurt. And that's over half the daily allowance of sugar. If we remember that, you're only supposed to get about 40 grams of sugar in a day. So although there are worse options that we'll get to, this is still something to kind of be worried about. Maybe you split this with your spouse or friend, and that would reduce your sugars in half. How about the berry smoothie? Sounds healthy. Let's get a fruit smoothie. Calories, again, higher at 210. Fat, sodium are fine, but look, the sugars are 44 grams. That's 11 packets of sugar in that smoothie, over your whole daily allowance of sugar. So not maybe the best choice. Salad. Salad's like a great thing to get at fast food, right? You're going to try to eat healthy, you're going to get a salad, but watch out. Some of them aren't going to be that healthy, and the salad dressing can really throw you over the edge. This is just an example. Here's a creamy Caesar salad dressing, only 2 ounces, 90 calories. Look at this, 18 grams of fat and 2 grams of sugar. So if we try to stick our fat gram level below 60 for the day, this is already a third right there. And sometimes we want people to be less than 60 grams of fat in a day. Now the balsamic vinaigrette, only 35 calories, only 2.5 grams of fat and 3 sugars. That's a great salad dressing. That's what you want to shoot for. So let's say you get the Caesar salad with crispy chicken, 350 calories, but 18 grams of fat and 7 sugars. And when you put that creamy Caesar dressing on it, all of a sudden you're at 36 grams of fat and 9 grams of sugar. This is more fat and calories than the quarter pounder. I see this all the time, that people are getting salads at fast food places thinking they're being really healthy, but they end up actually not when you look at the salad dressing and getting fried things on it. You may get bacon on there, croutons, cheese, crispy onions, all these things are going to dramatically raise the fat content, and you want to avoid them. Now, they have certain salads they call Southwest salad with grilled chicken, 290 calories, 8 grams of fat, 11 grams of sugar. You could put the vinaigrette on there. You still only have 10.5 grams of fat, 14 grams of sugar. This is a great option for life users. So we're seeing apple slices, grilled chicken sandwiches, salad with grilled chicken and vinaigrette salad dressing. These are good choices to make. Beverages. Okay, apple juice. Your kids, you want them to be healthy. You can avoid this, so you get them an apple juice, but it has 22 grams of sugar. Again, over half the daily allowance. You get a large cola, 58 grams of sugar. That's a lot. That's getting close to 15 packets of sugar in there. Sweet tea, 69 grams of sugar. That's obviously much worse. So these are really high sugar items, way over your daily allowance. Now, unsweetened tea, no sugar, no calories. So that's the best option, other than the best option is going to be water. You could always take with you a packet of, let's say, stevia, which has a 0 glycemic index, and put that into your unsweetened tea if you need a little bit of sweetness to it. Add lemon, that's great as well. Now, let's say you just feel like sort of a little treat. You're going to get an iced caramel mocha large, 380 calories, 46 grams of sugar, again, over your daily allowance, and 16 grams of fat. Chocolate milkshake, again, you're going for the fries, hamburger milkshake thing. The milkshake alone, 22-ounce milkshake, 870 calories, 120 grams of sugar. That's 3 days worth of your sugar, or 30 packets or 30 teaspoons of sugar, and 25 grams of fat. So definitely something for a life user to avoid unless it's your special treat. So breakfast options, big issue. People in a hurry, they're trying to get to work. They haven't taken the time to make breakfast at home. You grab that bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. You're just going to get one. 420 calories, 23 grams of fat, 3 grams of sugar. So over a third of your fat in just one. And a lot of people get 2 or 3. They've maxed out their fat amount for the entire day. Now, let's say you get an egg on a muffin, no cheese, no sausage, only 300 calories, only 12 grams of fat. That is a much better choice. Pancakes. Well, it doesn't have too much fat, only 9 grams, 14 grams of sugar until you add the syrup. Now, a packet of syrup in a typical fast food restaurant is 32 grams of sugar, remembering that your daily allowance is 40 grams. So when you combine that with the pancakes, you're over 46 grams of sugar, plus knowing the glycemic index of pancakes is going to be very high. Then a lot of people will add a sausage or some breakfast meat. That's going to add at least 15 grams of fat. Fruit and maple oatmeal. Sounds great, but it's flavored with brown sugar at a lot of these restaurants. That's what makes it taste good. 290 calories, and look, 32 grams of sugar. But now they're starting to offer the same thing without added sugar, without brown sugar. You reduce your sugar content down to only 18 grams. So still kind of high. If you make it on your own, it can be much less, but it's a much better choice to get it without sugar. Maybe bring your own cinnamon and add that instead of getting the oatmeal with brown sugar. Desserts. Hey, great time back like a kid. If you're going to get a dessert, get the kiddie ice cream cone. And here's the secret. It costs a lot less. It's only 1.5 grams of fat, only 45 calories, and 6 grams of sugar. Not that bad. It gives you that taste, a little treat. Let's say you start getting an Oreo shake. A lot of these places have what they call kind of mix-ins. 85 grams of sugar and 23 grams of fat. But an apple pie, believe it or not, although it's fried, going to have some omega-6 in it because it is fried. Its fat content is 13 grams, sugar content 13 grams. I think it's a much better choice than that Oreo shake. So here are some tips for reducing your glycemic load. How you're going to keep your sugar from going up and down. Consider taking your top bun off of the sandwich. Don't drink your sugar. I showed you all the sugar in those drinks. Get water or unsweetened iced tea. Maybe bring some stevia with you. Bring your own cinnamon to add to oatmeal instead of getting brown sugar on it. If you feel like a dessert, get the small ice cream cone, or if you can splurge a little bit, the apple pie. Avoid syrup. Think about getting a packet of strawberry preserves to put on your pancake. If you just feel like a pancake, get some strawberry preserves, only 9 grams of sugar. Maybe get a packet of apples with it to lower the glycemic index of your meal a little bit too. So to reduce your fat and also hopefully not keep your omega-6 levels too high, get apple slices instead of fries, grilled chicken instead of fried chicken, vinaigrette dressings instead of creamy ones. Ask for no cheese on your sandwich. This actually cuts a lot of saturated fat out of your meal by just not getting cheese. Don't add extra fat to your salads like bacon bits, cheese, croutons, and fried onions. And avoid breakfast meats like sausage and bacon. Here's a bonus tip. Eat your healthiest, most nutrient-dense food first so you become full sooner and less likely to overeat the other less healthy foods. Eat your healthy salad with grilled chicken, your apple slices, your grilled chicken first. That way maybe you'll get full. You won't have to finish some of the food that is not quite as healthy. So hope this is helpful. And remember, if this is your treat meal, if you've been eating well most of the time, don't feel guilty. Eat with gratitude, enjoy your meal with good company, and it will not affect your health as long as you're eating well the rest of the time. Remember, food is to be enjoyed, and if this is that special time where you're going to really savor not having to prepare, not having to clean up, use it to be with your family. Thank you. Have a great rest of the day.